Okay, part 18 I think now. I don't really keep track until I actually have to write down the title. But last time we had just defected over to the Sabbat by attempting to kill the Primogen of the Nosferatu, Gary, which we failed to do. So now we have to go tell Andre, who moved his hideout over here to the Hallowbrook Hotel, just a block away from Venture Tower, which I think is that one there. Maybe. I don't know. I know it's over there. Anyways, let's go talk to Andre, the Zemitsky, or the Flesh Crafter, is what he's also referred to as. The Book of Nod. That's a. I mean, it's not a real book, but they actually made like a epic poem, I guess, is what you'd call it. You know, like the Iliad or the Odyssey. From this, the creators made it, explaining the origins of the vampires with Cain. It's a good book to read. So here's Andre's hideout, drenched in blood. Look at that. Oh. He's got these sort of like bone wheel looking things, chandeliers of corpses that look very... I feel like they're very tiny. Even if you were to get up close to them, they'd be pretty small. But yeah, you just got them kind of hanging out everywhere in these like flesh cocoons. And then the coffin he sleeps in. Can't search it though. But let's talk to him.
I knew you would return. I knew the sweet smell of freedom, the bitter taste of death, would tempt you back to the cradle of the Sabbat. No longer will you live to be a mere lapdog. Welcome home.
Thanks, Andre. It's good to finally feel like I belong somewhere.
The city is ablaze with rumors of your betrayal. Soon the full truth of your treason shall reach your former slave drivers. They will know the error of their ways, spurning such a promising young Canaanite, and the full account of their casualties. Show me what is left of the so-called Gary.
Well, actually, that's where we might have a problem. He got away.
What? You incompetent wretch. Weakness is not tolerated among the Sabbat. Failure is a crime. Explain yourself at once. Or perhaps your skeleton would be better suited as an ornament on my wall.
Hey, you're the one who sent a fledgling up against an elder primogen. I'm lucky to be standing here at all, so get off my back. No, I'm not gonna do that. And he has to do that, because I didn't do it last time.
You insolent, wretched little worm. I free you from the Camarilla, welcome you into our family, and you return my hospitality with insults and gross incompetence. Respect is not earned by crowing excuses and threats. Perhaps I shall correct your mistake with a lesson in pain.
You like to talk big, but keep threatening me like that, and I'll never tell you what I learned about the sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus? Killing the Nosferatu was merely a testament to your loyalty. The true prize is the sarcophagus. If we can find the artifact, then you have truly earned your place among our ranks. Tell me, what have you learned?
The Nosferatu traded it to someone already, someone named Antonio. I don't know who the courier is exactly, but the exchange went down around East LA apparently.
Interesting. Doom overshadows the city. You are packless, without direction. You have failed your trial. Yet, I see a road. A resolution to all that woes.
What do you mean packless? I thought I was the Sabbat now. Or I thought I was with the Sabbat now.
The Sabbat encompasses the many, but our true strength flows from the few. Every soldier in our service counts themselves among a cell, a pack. With your brothers you share your blood, your essence, and in return, you will come to trust these few with your life, as they put their existence in your hands. As a refugee from the Camarilla, you are without pack. Not being born into our ranks, you are without sire and without friends. Only through strength, guile, and resolve will you earn the respect of a pack that would take you among their own. It is an opportunity as much as it will serve as a testament to your loyalty.
I see it's an opportunity I'll relish.
East LA is rife with our ranks. To go there seeking patronage from the many packs on a noble quest to secure the sarcophagus would be a fitting baptism indeed.
Lucky for me, lucky for me, I guess. Can you give me any advice?
Your presence will not go unnoticed. I will inform the Dakti. You have the blessings of the Archbishop. But introductions are in order. When you arrive, speak with Victoria, a powerful Setite that operates within the domain.
I have some questions.
Tell me, what vexes you, child?
I forgot to put an E at the end of that. I want to know more about the Sabbat.
What exactly?
Can you explain the big picture to me?
The Sword of Cain is the moniker used to describe us. It is an accurate, if colorful, description. We have all seen the signs of coming Gehenna. It is commonplace to witness the evidence of the all-powerful Dark Fathers. The Camarilla is content to quarrel amongst one another for luxuries. But when those monstrosities finally rise up to consume us all, we, the Sabbat, will stand ready as Cain's army and defend this kingdom in his name.
What are these signs that make you so sure of the antediluvians, and so sure that there's one here now?
Must I truly persuade you? Surely you have considered from whence your sire came. But what of his sire, and his sire's sire? You have seen the increase in power from childer to sire, and the inheritance of the curses through bloodlines. Books as old as history itself confirm this all. Is it so hard to believe our all-powerful Dark Father still haunt this world?
Yeah, but one here now in Los Angeles?
That is a matter of intuition, child. With age, perhaps raw animal instinct will one night serve you as well.
Sure, let's change the subject.
What?
Are there any rules I should know about?
Yes, read this. A copy of the Code of Milan. The principles which define our sect. The Constitution, if you will, for your American ears. These fundamental guidelines ensure the stability of the Sabbat, and heeding these rules ensures you will avoid the punishment of your elders.
Anything else?
Common sense. Do not lie or defy your leaders. Do not show cowardice or weakness. And most of all, do not betray or fail the Sabbat. Some packs may be more forgiving of such transgressions, but never expect anything but the harshest of punishment if you break these basic tenets.
Seems intense, but I can handle it.
What exactly?
Can you tell me about the clans of the Sabbat?
Which clan?
Tell me about the anti-tribute.
You are now counted among them, child. Anti-tribu are the bold. Some are fortunate enough to be born into the Sabbat. Others, like yourself, have the resolve to defy the ossified Camarilla society to which they've grown accustomed. Any Cainite is welcome to show the courage and wisdom to join the Sword of Cain. It is no coincidence that those that have spurned the Camarilla are oft the most impassioned members of our sect.
Let me ask you about another clan.
Which clan?
So the anti-tribu are basically like people who go against their clan, would be me going against the Tremere. Your clan, the Semitsky or Zemitsky or Semiski, I think Semiske, I've heard it pronounced.
We are a noble bloodline, hailing from the provinces of Eastern Europe. The Iron Curtain has fallen, but still we squeeze blood from the land with clenched fist. Endurance and stoicism make us who we are, and through those virtues we lead and focus the Sabbat, keeping the sect's actions in line with its spirit.
Let me ask you about another clan.
Which clan?
The La Sombra.
The Keepers are born leaders, seductive, manipulative, and brutal. Their blood gives them access to even the darkest corners of the city, where only the most sordid secrets are told. Yet for all their merit, they cling to their mortal vices like a child to its treasured toy.
So the La Sombra and the Zemitsky are both kind of founders of the Sabbat. They both competitively try to run it. Although I think in this, back then when the game was made, the leader of the Sabbat in the board games was a Toreador actually, named Gabby or something like that, or Gabriella. Or last name was Galbraith. I don't know. But yeah.
Which clan?
Alrighty.
They keep... What?
I think that's all we can get out of him. Never mind.
Tell.
I want to know about someone.
Who?
Let me think.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself.
Please, I would not be so vain.
He's kind of smiling. Can you at least tell me then about this bizarre furniture you keep around yourself?
My
I did the wrong
craftsmanship in vicissitude is the divine intersection of anatomy, sculpting, and self-reflection. But the many fantastic abilities, my wondrous creations, my unique furniture, it is all novelty. The true purpose of the art is research, surgery, vivisection. All are experimentations with the limits of the living. I once opened up a live man that I could watch as his body digested food.
Gross. Can we talk about something else now, please?
Who?
Let me go back to his
Yeah.
other question about his face.
Please. My appearance is a reflection. As my body transcends the human experience, so does my soul. In this metamorphosis, I shed my human sentiments and ethics to understand the true nature of life and death. It is a matter of spiritual awakening, Cainite. With more years behind you, perhaps one day you too shall appreciate the journey.
Let me ask about someone else.
Who?
Nines Rodriguez.
The Anarchs. A lost cause. The Anarchs are more a reflection of the Sabbat than they wish to believe. The loudest and most outspoken of them all, the mongrel Bruja upstart. I would gladly take such a proud fighter into our ranks, but with futility he clings to the vestiges of his humanity. He says they fight for freedom, yet they all remain helpless slaves to their feeble humanity.
You really think he could be Sabbat?
Tell Rodriguez that he has a place here when he's willing to truly know sacrifice.
Will do. Tell me about someone else.
Who?
I know the prince is a corrupt dirtbag, but I want to hear your take on him.
Despite everything he stands for, despite his ignorance and his pride, an honest child, he is not unworthy of respect. He conquested for this city at the perfect moment, his timing impeccable, his guile, his political agility, second to none. No, one does not reach his position without ruthless cunning, that which is worthy of the Sabbat itself.
He definitely knows how to handle people, you've got that right. Let me ask about someone else, though.
Who?
What's your take on that bald bastard sitting across the street? Meaning, what's his name? Strauss, the Tremere regent, I think.
Strauss. Curse his name. He hides his sins and plays the part of the benign academic well, but I know his treachery. I have seen his inhumanity personally. He has mangled countless members of my bloodline to satisfy his studies and secure his precious chantries. The Tremere, curse their blood, they steal their power.
Hey, you know that's my lineage you're talking about, right?
You are different. Born outside their rigid hierarchy, you have an opportunity to ascend to darker, more powerful magics. To serve yourself, rather than the blood of your elders. But the history of your forefathers is tainted, and trust within the Sabbat will not come easily to you. Not from your packmates, nor from me.
I'll strive to earn your trust. You'll see how useful I can be, but for now I have more questions.
Who?
I'm gonna ask him the other question about that. What do you mean mangled your bloodline?
From where do you think his stony guardians come? The Gangro, the Nosferatu, and my own clan pay the price for their dark magics with our blood. My own children have been torn asunder by Strauss himself, but vengeance is close within my reach. I can taste it.
That smug bastard hides it well. I'll make him pay soon enough. But for now, another question. Although I do like Strauss.
Who?
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
Forget it. I have another questions, and then we're done. All right. So yeah, the Tremere hate, or the Zemitsky hate the Tremere because the Tremere they're not like an original vampire clan from Cain. They were a group of witches or sorcerers that captured a Zemitsky and experimented on him to gain the immortality that vampires have. And I think it was a Zemitsky. And then they basically cursed themselves to be vampires, so now they're a vampire clan. They went from House Tremere to Clan Tremere. And they used the Gangrel and the Zemitsky and the Nosferatu to turn them into their stone guardians, the gargoyles. And yeah, so that's why Andre hates them. Plus they've always been at war with each other, the two clans. And he's Camarilla. Having failed to bring in Gary, Andre has given you a tall order to fill. Retrieve the Ankaran sarcophagus, which is traded hands somewhere in East LA, as well as establish yourself with one of the Sabbat packs residing there. He encouraged you to find Victoria to this end. And he said she was a Setite, which is like the snake vampires, kind of like the what are they called? Culebras from Dusk Till Dawn. And then we just have these two. She's really cool. She's probably the best character out of the mod. She clearly has the most work put into her, most thought. Yeah, she's really cool. So we'll go to East LA, the new location to this game. You can't go to the map to get there, you have to just use a dialogue option. So take me to East LA. Alright, so here we are, the shithole that is East LA. It's basically the projects or the ghetto of Los Angeles, which I think is in real life too. So yeah, well, let's go find Victoria. But she lives in this, in the neighborhood here. At Dukes of Hazzard car. Can we level up? No. And I think she's just this one. Number one, I think. Maybe. So she is a drug, yeah, that's her. She's a drug dealer and leader of the local gangs here. And she's a Mexican. So she's part of the, well, no, she's part of the cartel, but she's, you know, leader of all the gangs here. So this is Victoria, the Setite and the one of the major characters of the mod. So here we go.
So, this is the prince's newest plaything. This is the one everyone thinks so much of. I wonder if Andre played a joke when he called to say you were coming. You look ragged and soft, like a child's juguete, used up and discarded. Is there even any fight left in you, eh?
Andre didn't send me for nothing.
Name's Victoria. But until you earn a place in the Sabbat, Lick, you call me Ductus. I know who you are, but what I'd really like to see is whether you can even bear those fangs. Or did the Camarilla leave you so spineless you could never stand among the Sabbat?
I think she should pronounce it Camarilla, because she speaks Spanish. But I think the actual voice actress doesn't actually speak Spanish. I told my brother that it's that Jenny Ortega actually started out with this mod as a voice actor, and he believed it, just to try and get him to like play the game, but he never did. And you're supposed to be some hard-ass chola? Go screw your... Nah. The Camarilla taught me how to handle myself. Surely you must know what an asset that could be for the Sabbat, so show some respect.
Niño. If you can keep my pack and I laughing at your jokes, perhaps you have a chance after all.
Yeah, I'm dying of laughter. Can we get on with this, please?
Espera, gringo. That's not how this works. You don't walk into my house and expect to eat at the table. Sabbat doesn't work like you soft, gullible camarilla putas. No. First, you'll chase scraps. First, I need to see how far you'll go to please me.
I get it. I'm willing to work my way up the ranks. What do you need, Victoria?
Don't worry. My boots only need so much licking before I know you're worthy to hold our sword. Until then, my problems are yours. And there's one for which I need an outsider.
Sounds easy. Name it.
You've met the Mac, yes?
No. Should I?
Tiene la sombra. Kind of a small-time alcahuete. Pimp. He keeps a house down the street and a few girls. He operates here freely, but he makes some money. No es me importa, pero one of his girls, Immortal, she's of interest to me. The chains he keeps her with are not the kind you can see. but I want her free from his bondage. You'll be the one to change his mind.
What's so important about this girl?
It's not your concern. You're not here to ask questions, just do what you're told.
Well, it might help if I knew why you couldn't convince him yourself.
I don't put my nose in the shit directly. You're convincing him, so I'm convincing him.
Why not just burn his house down to get what you want?
Because he's Sabbat. We don't steal from each other, and we don't maim each other. Not if we don't have to. A child of those deceitful camarilla pendejos. I don't expect you to understand what having a shred of honor looks like.
I see, I'll do it then.
Bueno, se llama Ariana. She used to live here in the nest among the pack. Do what you must, but get her home in one piece. Do this and you'll have my attention.
I'll be back when she's home. Alright, so we gotta go get this girl, Ariana, from a whorehouse. Led by a La Sombra vampire. So she's a Setite, and I don't know if they're called clan Setite or clan followers of Set, but that's what they're called, the followers of Set, although we'll learn more about her relation to that. But they have like snake powers, and they're good at corrupting people and like pushing drugs on people, which is why she's a drug dealer. I think they have dominate and presence, and then their snake powers, or maybe presence is their snake powers, like includes, I don't know. They were in the you could get their Serpentis powers in the old game, Redemption. But yeah, that's what clan she is. And the La Sombra are kind of like the Ventru, except they're like a stealthier version. They have control over darkness and shadows. All I really know is that they can like teleport and like summon tentacles, like dark tentacles. I don't know. Yeah, so that's them. We need to go find Meg. She said down the street over here, which is that red house, which I guess is like red light district, kind of signifying. So we'll go and talk to him in the next video, but we'll leave it off here for now, and then we'll explore the rest of East LA. It's a big area. I mean, it's probably the size of Santa Monica, I'd say. There's not a whole lot to do here. It's just very spread out, the stuff you do here. So yeah, we'll talk to Mac the next time. I think this is his house. Yeah, we'll talk to Mac the next time and move on with the Sabbat questline. Alright, thanks for watching Vampire the Masquerade Part 18.